Hey people, I'm live. Welcome to a hump day evening stream. We're up in the Yonge and Lawrence area. So welcome everyone. It's a nice night for a walk. Quite mild, I think high teens, maybe around 18 Celsius right now. And it's expected to remain mild through the evening. So I'm going to be walking south down Yonge Street. Good to see everyone in the chat tonight. Hello Gertish Bauer, how you doing? Hello Harjot, John Nicholson, very nice night for a walk. Hello Yahia, Kevin Hawthorne, hey, Sean Boyer, Nancy Mattis, hello. Michael Stern, Mike A, hello Wesley, Vivian Johnson, Gordon Freeman, Brad Palmer, hello. Hello Ida, and Jenny's in the house tonight. Hey Jenny, Anthony Salinas Ramirez, Dave in Bangor, Maine. 12 is here. What is up, 12? You finally got COVID. Oh no, I guess it had to happen eventually. Well, I hope it's a very easy case for you, 12. It seems to be more often than not with most of the people who've been getting it lately that I've known anyway. Who else we got in the house tonight? Divyesh, hello. Mark Lang, Novel Koss, yes indeed. Picard, Engage, whoop, 9.9. Schnurtchick, Davey Bukaj, Fat Tony, Michael Stern, Sebastian, hello. Dan Harmson, Craig O'Connor, and Alan K. What is up, everyone? All right. Hey, Miss, hello. Jennifer Gala. Oh, good timing, right, Miss? Whippy Dude, Once Upon a City, thank you very much. Hello, Maroof. Alright, so we're north of Lawrence here on Yonge Street. John got to 95K. It's getting close, Mr. Yorkie, hello. I'm doing well, Jenny. Thank you very much. You like my Picard voice there, Anthony? Yeah. Rocky Rambo. Alright, so I'm going to start heading south. I could just walk on this side of the street, but for some reason I feel like crossing to the other side. Hey, Clifford Taylor. So Johnny is streaming right now? Is that the case? Am I hearing this correctly? Because he said he might stream today, but he wasn't sure. And I kept checking to see if he had a stream set up ahead of time, but I didn't see one. So I thought maybe he decided not to, but I guess he is. I'm actually walking towards Stridesland, actually. Did I say actually twice there in that sentence? I think I did. Why is it so hard to cross the street here? Oh my god, it's impossible. Alright, I guess I'm walking on this side of the street. Okay, thanks Vivian.
So we can sell those as well. So these campaign plan.
I actually did. Am I on a collision course with Johnny? I have no idea where he is. Hey, good evening, Tom Bikes. Bathurst and Steeles, he's way out in the boondocks. Streaming along Steeles Avenue. Is he walking or cycling or scootering? Because in that case, I definitely won't be running into him. He's far away from where I am. Hey Sunjib, how you doing? Walking, okay. Oh. Prancing. I could just picture him prancing along Steeles Avenue. Well, we're walking towards Strides Land at this very moment. Hey, Brett Mallon, how you doing? Nancy, yeah, we're in for some warmer, more summer-like weather coming up. I think I even heard 25, 26 Celsius is in the forecast. Coming up soon. So I'm glad I still have my air conditioner in the window. I never take it out until well into October, just because of these sorts of warm spells that we get. Hey, Rocky Rambo, $5 Ken Streams for Life. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat, Rocky Rambo. Well, streaming is my life, I guess, in a way. Hey, look, we see some colors, right? The trees here. Look at this. The leaves are... Unless this tree is just not healthy, which is quite possible, but definitely the leaves are changing color. It is a street tree, though, right? There's a brightish moon tonight. I don't think it's risen up high enough yet for me to see it, though. I'm not sure, Whitby Dude, actually. I don't know if I'll make it that far. I'm not sure if I'll just stick to Yonge Street. All I know is right now I'm heading south on Yonge. It's really nice weather now, though, for a stream. Just a nice breeze. can see the tall buildings up ahead. That's where Strides Land is. Yonge and Eglinton. Speaking of Eglinton, I just heard today that the latest announcement by Metrolinx is they still have no idea when the crosstown will open. They made a big hoopla about an announcement today just to say that they don't know anything. They can't give us any opening date due to unforeseen problems, yada yada yada. Hey Lena, how's it going? Here's Lawrence Station. Hey Miguel, hello, hello. It probably never will open. I think a lot of people in the city are starting to think that might be the case, but I think it'll eventually open. Hopefully within the next year, but I think I said that a year ago. Oh, at least that's true, Rocky Rambo. And Novel Costs, I think you might be onto something there. It's a very nice library branch here. I heard that the tracks were sinking at Bathurst and all kinds of things that could be the problems that they're trying to fix. Water seeping into the stations, stuff like that. I mean, all this kind of stuff should be made sure to not happen, right? Before construction is started, or certainly not after it's completed. Hey Bill Chow, how you doing? But we'll be walking, I think at some point, past Eglinton Avenue, so we'll get a look at what it currently looks like. Once Upon a City, I'm enjoying it, yeah. Although we're in for some hotter weather again, as I mentioned, but I've been enjoying the cooler nights where I turn off my AC and open my window. I still have to use my fan, but it's perfectly comfortable. I do turn on my AC in the daytime still, though, because my apartment just stubbornly stays hot until like the colder weather really sets in. Well, there's the moon. I can see it hiding behind the trees over here. Yeah, I use my fan all year round too, Jenny, actually. It's more for the sound of it than in the winter time, you know. I mean, I don't really need to feel the cool air so much, but I like the sound of it. Some people are fans. Fans Buses Gaming is definitely a fan, right? Have you seen his YouTube channel? It's literally fans. One of his videos has like something like 7 million views, and it's just a ceiling fan in Roblox, done in Roblox, I think, or something like that. 7 million views of a ceiling fan. But then again, my biggest video is a guy kicking a car. So who knows? Who knows what turns people on, I guess. I think that one is headed for 8.7 million views now. Will it get to 10? I should wait for Johnny to catch up to me. That would be a long wait. A long wait, yeah. I don't think standing in one place for an hour or more would be all that entertaining. Alexander Muir Memorial Gardens. It's very dark in there. Maybe I'll save that for a daytime video sometime. That's right, James Greenwood, that's right. Aaron Hockey. Yeah, I guess Halloween is just around the corner. I think we can officially say we're in Halloween season now that we're almost in October. Bill Chow, yeah. Hey, Shane Toy. I gotta go to Abbotsford, huh? Well, I was in Vancouver. I don't know if I'll ever make it to Abbotsford itself, though. Is Johnny taking the subway, Anthony? It all depends on the timing. because he has to walk all the way down to Finch Station, unless he takes the bus from Steeles to Finch Station. I am at Yonge and I don't know, what's this street here? Why is there no street sign here? I'm about a 10-minute walk north of Yonge and Eglinton in any case, but I don't know what the street... There's no street sign here. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Can't read it from here. Maybe I can read it if I zoom in. Strathgowan Avenue. What a weird name for a street. Yonge and Strathgowan Avenue. Yeah, I'm reading that right. You're a strange animal. Yeah, a lot of these side streets are very fancy smanchy with the big old houses. You know the Gowan song Strange Animal, Nancy? I didn't know that was popular in the US. Huh, that's interesting. I thought it was just a sort of a Canadian hit song, but maybe it did spill over into the border states, I suppose. I've never actually looked to see if that charted in the US. Maybe it did, you know? It was a big song in Canada, I know that. Hey, Michael K, yeah. Yeah, they're really mining every combination of Glen in all the street names around here. It's big in the UK too, huh? Maybe it was a bigger worldwide hit than I thought. Because there are a number of songs that were big really only in Canada, where every Canadian knows them, or if they grew up in that time, but lots of people elsewhere are like, huh? They never heard of it. Smart Food popcorn. Yeah, I've had that before. Hey, H. Hill, hello. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, Devin Sullivan. Hey, thank you. Yes, by all means. I think Devin Sullivan has a very, very good suggestion there. Hit the like button. Or the subscribe button would also be awesome. Nancy Mattis, $5. You know, Gowan and Rod Stewart, they have voices that are very hard to do, right? That's why I don't try to do more than one little snippet when I do them, because really that's about all that is even worth attempting, right? Otherwise it would just sound horrible. Gowan has the pipes, man. He has the pipes. And Rod Stewart, well, hey, he's got the raspy pipes. Thank you very much for the $5 super, Nancy Mattis. I know I tried to do Rod Stewart one other time, and I don't think I pulled it off. Milk Cow Cafe. I think I've shown this place before and laughed at it. It's still worth laughing at. You got the rusty pipes. Hello again, Shane Toy. I'm more of a crooner. Yes. Here's the moon. Got a good shot of it here now. If I can get this pole out of my way. There we go. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. There you go. Speaking of crooning, right? Yeah, Getty's another one. Can't do it. But I did wish Getty a happy 70th birthday in one of my recent videos where I went to his house. And much appreciated Vivian Johnson, yes. Every little thing helps, obviously. Thumbs up. Subscribe, share, like. I guess thumbs up and like are the same thing, but you know what I mean.
Ken?
Yeah.
The Ken Continuum?
That's right, yeah.
Ken, it's Mark Davis.
Mark Davis.
Beatle fan, just like
oh
you.
My goodness, how you
are
doing?
you?
I'm good, I'm good.
I follow you all the time, but I don't really comment too much because there's so many people that do comment.
Right.
But I do follow you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you.
Religiously.
Thank you.
And to find out that you're a huge Beatles fan,
oh yeah.
it always makes my day.
Awesome. Well, hey.
Where's your co-partner?
Mr. Strides or Megan?
Megan.
Megan, she's in Guelph right now.
Oh, she in Guelph?
Yeah.
It's nice to run into you.
Yeah, you too. Oh,
Do you
awesome.
have a lot of viewers on there tonight?
I just started the stream a little while ago. I'm at 144 right now. Wow. Johnny's streaming at the same time.
Johnny's streaming at the same time you
Yeah,
are?
he's like way up there around Yonge and Steeles.
Okay.
Yeah, so our viewing audience is kind of double teaming right now, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm kind of thinking that you and Johnny are kind of like the icons of Toronto when it comes to live streaming, right? And I also met Henry too.
Oh, you met Henry?
Yonge and
Awesome.
Eglinton,
Okay,
I work
awesome.
in Yonge and Eglinton.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
But it's kind of funny. I knew I was eventually, one of these days, I was going to run into
It's bound to happen eventually, right? Yeah.
Right? And it's always a pleasure, Ken.
Oh, thank you.
Meeting a fellow Beatles fan. I'm going to England next year.
Are you?
I'm going to Liverpool.
Awesome.
It'll be my 3rd time.
Wow. I have never been to Liverpool yet.
You've never been there?
No. I know.
You got to go, Ken.
I went to England, but I just was in London, so I went to Abbey Road and all that.
I think you said on one of your streams you walked across that.
Yeah, I did, yeah. But still haven't made it to Liverpool. But one day, hopefully.
Is that on your bucket list?
It is, yeah.
I'll tell you, Ken, there's so much history in Liverpool.
Oh, for sure,
I went by the old Cavern Club, the new Cavern Club.
Right.
You know, where it all started.
Right.
Some 62 years
I know,
before me and you were born.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Well, one day.
Yeah. Well, Ken, it was nice meeting you.
You too. Thanks.
I'm on Instagram. I got some Beatle pics on there of
So-
my trip to Liverpool.
Okay.
Okay.
So you follow me on Instagram, or?
I think I do. K Continuum?
Yeah, K Continuum.
I do follow
All right.
you, Ken. I think
All right.
I commented on your Instagram too as well.
All right. Well, if I'm not following you now, I'll definitely look for
Mark
your name.
Davis.
Yeah, and I'll hit a follow and I'll check it out. Yeah.
You'll see a picture
yeah.
of
All
me
right.
and my better half.
Right on. Okay.
Marlene. It's called Eminem.
Okay.
I think some people on your stream might know.
Okay.
Eminem.
Right on.
You know.
Well, I'll definitely take a look.
Well,
All
take
right.
care, Ken.
You too.
Nice meeting you.
You too. It was great meeting you.
And
Yeah.
best of luck with your.
Thanks. It's a nice night. Nice
Yeah,
night
you
for a walk.
picked a
Yeah.
really nice night.
Yeah.
And if you need any tips on Liverpool, you need any advice, if you do go, let me know.
All right. Do you want to say hello on the stream while
If
before I'm
people
still
are
here?
there, like they do know me,
There you go.
just say Mark Davis, a huge Beatles fan.
So,
Eminem.
some of you must know Mark Davis. So, we ran into each other here live on Yonge Street. So, wow, it's great meeting you.
Are you using the iPhone 15?
No, this is my
14?
old Samsung phone.
It's the old Samsung phone?
Yeah,
Because I know Henry was all excited about getting the i15 Pro Max.
yeah,
And I think Johnny got the i15 Pro Max too.
yeah.
I figured that you would graduate.
Well, I'm holding off for now. This thing still does the job as far as I'm concerned, you know, so
yeah.
it's only a few years old. Once it starts acting up, then maybe.
You ever do any lives up in Richmond Hill, my hometown?
Never gone that far north on Yonge Street yet. I've been to just past Steeles, basically, but not into Richmond Hill yet.
How do you like
Yeah.
downtown?
Oh, I love it.
You
That's
love it?
yeah, that's my preferred
And
place
Megan
to
lives
be.
in Guelph?
In Guelph, yeah. Yeah.
Did she ever tell you to move to Guelph?
No. She'd rather be back in Toronto, right? Yeah.
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 Well, it's definitely the vibes here. are different.
Oh yeah. She can't stand Guelph really, so she'd rather be back here.
I remember I was on one of your streams, and I think you were telling me, I'll tell you something, Ken, the very first album I ever got by the Beatles was Abbey Road.
Okay, yeah, my favorite one, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let me just share this with you. I know you're busy. My cousin, God bless her soul, she saw the Beatles the first time they came to Toronto in 1964.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
she still has the original ticket stubs.
Wow, that's
You
awesome.
know how much they were back then, Ken? For the Beatles in 1964 at Maple Leaf Gardens? Take a guess.
Like $7 or something.
$5.
$5, yeah.
And she still has the stubs. She still has the souvenir program.
Wow,
She has the original Beatle bubblegum cards, which she gave to me.
that's awesome.
And
Yeah.
also the bobblehead dolls.
Nice.
And
nice.
she has an original copy, Ken. I'm not sure if you know about this. Probably you do, if you're a Beatle fanatic like me, the band Butcher.
Okay, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I mean, I never ever will expect to see a real one, but it's still cool to think that they're out there.
She bought it in 1966, Ken,
Wow.
when it was released.
Wow.
Right? And
Yeah.
of course, they banned it due to graphic content.
Right.
The Beatles being the Beatles, hey,
Yeah.
why not?
Well, that's an investment now. So yeah.
You can retire.
I know. Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy. Wow.
Nice meeting you, Ken.
You too. You too.
We'll see you again.
All right. Have a
Take
good night.
care. Watch
Yeah.
for me on Instagram, and
I
I
will.
do follow you a fair bit on your channel.
Okay. I'll see you again in the chat, I guess, next
Thanks,
time.
Ken.
All right.
Have a nice evening.
You too. Later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, super nice dude there. Sorry if I missed some chats directed at me while we were chatting it up there. and we'll continue our walk south towards Stridesland. I guess we're sort of coming into Stridesland now. Doug and Kitchener, yeah, one day I'll make it there. Hey, thanks, Media Monitor. Yeah, he does have a very pleasant voice, doesn't he? He sounds like he could have a YouTube channel talking about the Beatles, you know? And I think people would watch just because he has a good speaking voice. Hey, Gertish, I have not encountered a dingus in a while now. Why am I standing at this light when there's really no reason to? It's always fun to run into someone who watches all of my streams and videos, you know? I'm always a bit surprised when they tell me that, actually. Virginia Wedlake, a $10 super chat. A start to the Liverpool fund. Holy moly, thank you. Thank you very much, Virginia Wedlake. Yes, one day Liverpool will be under my feet. And I'll do a stream from there, maybe, right? That would be awesome. So thank you for getting me started at Virginia Wedlake on my eventual journey to Liverpool. Liverpool. We're forming a band, you know. We're forming a band. We live in Liverpool. Well, that's right, you know. We're forming a band. All we need is a drummer. So where's Johnny at now? Is he still on Steeles Avenue? Hey, Billy T, hello. Alright, Stridesland. We are officially within the boundaries, I think, of Stridesland now. To me, there's a big drawback to trying to walk from Lawrence up to Yonge and Shepherd. You have to walk through that really long, boring stretch around York Mills where there's like nothing. It's just a long stretch of nothing, right? I always think, ugh, I'd rather not walk through that area because everything is interesting south of there. And things are interesting north of there, but that long stretch is just so dull. And I have walked along it before, and I was like, what am I doing here? Yeah, and under the 401 sucks also. If it wasn't for that stretch right there, I'd do walks from like Steeles Avenue all the way downtown. If I could avoid that, you know? Yeah, I could hop on a bus, I guess. That's crossed my mind, but maybe one day I'll try that. And the big hill, right? Hey, hidden jackpots? Yeah, you should. Well, we're getting some warm weather at the beginning of October, so the cold is not setting in quite yet. Nice night, nice enough that people are making use of the patio here. It's kind of nice to see. All the patios are going to be full again, I think, once the warm spell hits us. It'll be like summer 2.0. Hey, that's awesome, hidden jackpots. Stridesland. Oh, I missed it, Vivian. Let me check back here. Oh, it's near Yonge and Steeles. Okay, thank you, Vivian. That was my guess. Tom Bikes, we'll see. I don't think I've ever seen this guy. I've heard about him. He's sort of a local character that people have talked about. I've seen before online and things like that, but I've never actually seen this person. Let's keep an eye out. There's a comedy club. Carry on my wayward son. Yeah, I can't hit that high note. Honk. It's not here today? Aw, too bad. I wanted to get a look at this character. I hear somebody playing a trumpet, I think, up ahead. Hey, Justin Turdo. You know, you don't mean that you should be flushed, I hope. That doesn't sound very fun. Johnny's at Yonge and Steele's. Yep, no chance we'll be running into Mr. Strides tonight. Here's B&B, very good bookstore. There's a few locations around town. And so now we're at Yonge and Eglinton, which I think is one of the things that's holding up the opening of the crosstown. It's still a very active construction site after all these years. Is that Centerpoint Mall? Wow. Hey, Wing Zero. Hey, William. I'm feeling very well tonight. Thanks.
It doesn't mean it's good.
Hey, Scott Briggs. What's up? Where's that trumpet coming from? I don't hear it now. There's Eglinton Station. Oh, I hear it over here. Kind of curious now. God, this intersection is such a mess. Hey, Abe, how you doing? Oh, there we go. I spotted him. There he is. Yeah, sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Scott. Feel better soon. Alright, let's take a walk down to Mount Pleasant instead of continuing south on Yonge here. I see a little bit of progress here at Yonge and Eglinton, but it's still obviously not about to wrap up anytime soon. Like, this is still looks the same as it did like 2 years ago. Oh, take it easy, Scott. Yeah. Just rest up. Is there a Barbie? There actually is. I did a video where I walk to see the movie with Barbie, so check it out. I'm on Eglinton Avenue, Wesley. Walking through all this ridiculous construction fencing and dug up ground and all that. It's just been a part of this landscape for more years than I care to think about. That's right, we tried not to be late to the movie, so we kind of ran. What's the point of this diversion here? I thought I was going across the street. It just takes me right back onto the sidewalk again. I guess it's to get around this thing. It's like I'm a rat in a maze. Cue Billy Corgan. Chris Mills, good evening. Megan saw it a second time and now she's going to go see it a third time. That's how much she loved this movie. I saw it once and that was enough for me for probably the rest of my existence. Hey, Cindy Randall, how you doing? Oh yeah, most definitely Yahia. Hey, Advisorit, how you doing? This is a pretty impressive Loblaws here. Wayne McKay, yeah, it kind of looks like it. Hopefully that's not the case. I think I showed this one time before, but let's check it out again. It's just a nice little lit up alleyway. She was here a couple weeks ago. We did a video in Kensington Market, walking from Kensington Market to the Value Village, and then we did a live stream after that, walking from Value Village all the way back downtown. We're at the Copacabana. Copacabana. Yeah, we'll do William. Is there anyone named Lola in the chat? And are you a showgirl? Japanese and Thai. That sounds good to me. We're just making our way along Eglinton Avenue through Midtown. I'm going to head to Mount Pleasant and we'll walk south along Mount Pleasant through Mount Pleasant Village. Now, Eglinton Avenue, Caleb. We're in Midtown, so we're not downtown. Yonge and Eglinton is back that way. Thought it was Coco Cabana. Oh, it does sort of sound like it. Johnny is taking the bus. Is he taking the bus down to Eglinton Station? Or is he riding it all the way down? All the way. Maybe he's trying to catch up to me on the bus. Hey, Mark R. Davis. Now that I see your name in the chat, I totally know who you are. Yes, it was awesome meeting you too, Mark. No, we're not in Scarborough yet, but if you continue along Eglinton East, you'll eventually cross into Scarborough. You might even cross into East York at one point. So I know Bayview Village is part of East York. I'm not sure exactly how the boundaries all line up around there. But then after that, you will eventually be in Scarborough. We're not heading that far east though, because we're heading south here on Mount Pleasant. right. Mount Pleasant Village. So say goodbye to Eglinton Avenue. My week has been pretty good, William. Pretty typical, I would say. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing? I have no idea, Jacqueline. To go as a working holiday. Well, hopefully that'll be fun. All right, we're coming into Mount Pleasant Village. I don't expect it to be too busy here in the evening, but it is a nice retail strip here. Fun to window stream shop. Yeah, it can be. I find this area sort of closes up pretty early though. Flirty flutters. I don't think the people who live in the neighborhood surrounding here are really all that big on nightlife. This is open though. Johnny's shutting down soon. Foxy's Bake Shop. See, this is a cool place. Why close so early though, Foxy's? I guess it's not that early. What time is it now? 8:30. I mean, 9 p.m. would be, you know, a decent time, but I guess a lot of these smaller independent shops just can't pay someone to staff the place till 9 p.m. You can get gelato though until 10 p.m. or 11 on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, pretty much Scott Briggs, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not going to continue south of the commercial area. I'll head back over to Yonge Street. But then I do have to walk past Mount Pleasant Cemetery, which is sort of a bit of a dull spot as well, but that's just for 5 minutes or so. Mastermind Toys. I noticed these Mastermind toy locations always are in sort of neighborhoods with more well-to-do populations, you know, more wealthy neighborhoods. You see one in the beaches, you'll see one here, you'll see one around the Yonge and Rosedale, Summerhill area. There's one around there. I'm not ending, Yahya. I've only been streaming for over an hour. I'm definitely not ending. Affluent toy buyers, yeah, that would seem to be the case. Like family-oriented neighborhoods, I guess, with lots of dual income families with a couple kids. The stream is still young, yes. Yes, it is. Hey, Vivian. Welcome back. Smitty, it's not cold at all. It's very mild, actually. Very pleasant. There's a bookstore in Habit Books. So, hey, welcome to all those who just joined the stream. I know some of you probably came over from Johnny's stream, so welcome to walking through Midtown, Toronto. We're heading south on Mount Pleasant Avenue. Hello, Walter Layden, watching from the Netherlands. Hey, welcome. I'm glad you found me too. Jeanette Morales, hello. This place is open. Some of the restaurants are open. A lot of the retail stores are mostly closed though along here. Yeah, the Jacaranda. As a Beatles fan, this name definitely rings some bells. The Jacaranda was the name of a place in Liverpool where the Beatles used to play some of their very first shows. I think it was a little club inside of a house owned by Pete Best's mother, I think. Pete Best was the original drummer of the Beatles. So they used to play shows hosted by Pete Best's mom at the Jacaranda. I think so, anyway, if I'm remembering correctly. Hello. Hey Marie, welcome back. Hey Chuck Diamond, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I have lots of the old original pressings of the Beatles albums. And I have a bunch of 45s also that were originally my mother's. So they're original 45s. Hello, Sapand. How you doing? So maybe I'll go down to Merton Street and we'll take Merton Street back over to Yonge. Merton is somewhat interesting. Beatles are overrated. You like turtles? Well, there is a band called the Turtles. Is that what you're talking about? Or just turtles as in the little cute little reptiles? Happy together, right? The Turtles? Yeah.
So he's gonna, because it's beautiful, the colors and everything. So he's gonna do some Halloween.
There's a story that after the Turtles became big in the US, they went over to England to do a tour there. And they were huge Beatles fans, like many of the bands of the 60s were, who were inspired by the Beatles. So they went over to the US. They went over to the UK, from the US, and met the Beatles. And John Lennon was really mean to them. Chuck Diamond, $20. Been a long time, but always support your channel. Catch you when you can. Thank you very much, Chuck, for the generous super chat. I'm glad you were able to catch me tonight. You've always been an awesome supporter every time you do catch the stream. So yeah, John Lennon was so mean to one of the members of the Turtles that he literally quit the band, quit being a turtle right there on the spot, and flew back home to the US because he was so devastated that John Lennon was mean to him. I don't know how true the story is, but I have read it on more than one occasion. Because John could be really biting with his comments and sarcastic remarks, and some people just didn't take it very well. And if they showed weakness, John would just double down and really let them have it, like you had to kind of stand up to him, otherwise he would just verbally destroy you. Yeah, he was an enigma, right, Jenny? He could be so nice and kind, but also kind of a big a-hole. Just depended on what he was doing or where you were or who he was with, how he was feeling that day, whether he was drinking or not. That played a big part in it. All right, Anthony, have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. All right, we're gonna head down another block or so, and then we'll start heading back over to Yonge Street. Here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. When the moon hits your eye like a bigger pizza pie. Mikhail, I think I'd rather put up with dinguses than give up my vector cereal. I really enjoy my nice bowl of vector every day. And the dinguses don't happen every day, so I'll stick with the vector. And hey, Chuck Diamond, have a great night. Thank you once again for popping by to say hi and for supporting as you always do so generously. Hope to see you in the next one. And Rocky Rambo, have a good night also. Thank you very much, Rocky, for all of your kind words and support. Hope to see you in the next one as well. And Jenny, a $5 super chat. Great for some much needed laughs. Get some root beer. Thank you, Jenny. I will definitely put that towards the root beer fund. Very much appreciated. Hey Marge, how you doing? All right, here's Merton. All right, goodbye Mount Pleasant Avenue. You get boring from this point on, so let's take Merton. Merton is not terribly exciting, but it's better than continuing south on Mount Pleasant. Or at least a few interesting things along here. Hey, learn to live. Hello. I am on Merton Avenue, just south of Mount Pleasant Village. Sort of in Midtown, or the Davisville area. We're walking towards Yonge Street, so when we do hit Yonge Street, we'll be close to Davisville subway station. And this street is going to be seeing so many new developments. There's some of these older buildings along Merton. Merton's kind of a weird street. It has some of these old low-rise office buildings and things of that nature. But lots of them are being redeveloped now with mid-rises and high-rises. So this will be a 13-story mid-rise here. Hello, Ibran. Welcome to the chat. Have I tried singing Michael Bublé? Well, just when he does the standards, right? Those old Frank Sinatra style standards. I know he's had some other hits that were more modern, but I'm not as much of a fan of those. There's another one of these weird office buildings. Like, what is up with Merton Street? For lease. I wonder if that'll ever get any tenants. And then there's like a little tiny strip here for some shops. Not very many. Yeah, that's right, Bill Chow. And when he liked you, he was like the nicest guy ever. He just took a dislike to some people kind of instantly, right? Without much to go on. Maybe he didn't like ass kissers and that sort of thing. Ebron, yeah, this whole street is just lined with apartment buildings. And a few shops. Here's another old office building that's being redeveloped. With a 35-story tower going here. Oh, welcome back, Nancy. And I smell skunk. Seems like every time I do an evening stream, at least at one point I will smell skunk. I've only seen a skunk once, I think, during a live stream, but I smell them all the time. And here's a bizarre looking office building. Almost looks like something that would be built on Mars, you know, like a prefabricated building. This is the Geneva Center for Autism. That's interesting. It's definitely not weed. This is the unmistakable smell of skunk. Holy jeez. Empty the garbage bins, Toronto. Like, this is not a busy street. There's not a ton of pedestrian activity along Merton Street, but it looks like they haven't bothered to empty this thing in months. Nice white dog. Another office building here. Hey, thanks for the update, Sapand. Hello, Linda Jane Jackson. Welcome. Hello. Hi there. It's okay.
He's stubborn.
It's okay.
Come on, Lord, you're judgy. Come, judgy.
They're live on
Don't
YouTube.
move.
Live on YouTube. Hello. Hello.
Take good care of judgy.
York House. What happens in York House? Is that an apartment building? I guess so. The street is very chill. Like, what is Avenza Systems Incorporated? What a weird building. It's like set so far back from the street. Like, is this parking in front? What is this? Doesn't look like it. I guess it is parking because there's a gate here. What a weird building. I still smell the skunk. Hopefully it's not a dead skunk in the middle of the road. Another weird office building. This one is going to also be redeveloped. A 39-story residential building. Girl Guides of Canada. What's going to happen to the Girl Guides of Canada? I guess they have to go somewhere else. Kind of weird that Merton Street even has these office buildings in the first place. Avenza is a mapping company. Well, that's cool. Thanks, Chris Mills. I'm a big fan of maps. A software company. And I think here a new tower is starting to be constructed, actually. It might be a pretty tall one. I think there's one in the range of 40 stories or so. It's supposed to be going up around here. Mapping software. Thanks, Wayne McKay. I think I'll plug in my power bank here. So I have a place to put my gimbal down. Not sure what all the beeping is about. Alright. Well, the beeping stopped. Alright. 25% battery, so hopefully it holds steady. Alright, here's Yonge Street. Davisville station is just right up there. Johnny is on the subway. He's probably just heading home, I take it. Hey, Heterochromia, what is up, dude? Heading back here in December. Awesome, I look forward to it. December will be here before we know it. Yeah, I'll walk on this side so we can at least check out some of the subway trains going by. So we're heading south on Yonge Street now.
So I'm like, I don't want to fight with this one.
Hello, Debbie. Welcome to the stream. So there's the cemetery across the street. Sky looks pretty freaky on my phone, but it doesn't look as freaky out here in the real world. See another subway go by, going in the other direction maybe. The moon! It looks pretty close to a full moon. Hey, Scott Ehrman, hello. The weather is fairly mild now, probably around 16, 17 Celsius. Give me a train. I demand a train. Hello, See the Truth. How you doing? Hey, Jeanette. Have a good night. Glad you're able to pop into the stream for a bit. Hope to see you in the next one or in the next premiere. Okay, trains, now or never. It's now or never. Here it comes, I can hear it. Two of them. That was awesome. Hey, Justin Thompson, how you doing? Hey, Rain Eyes. Like a 1980s breakdancing scene, yeah. Cue the Herbie Hancock music. Hello, Marilyn, welcome. Watching from Tobago. Yeah, it's a nice area, Virginia. We're getting close to St. Clair Avenue now. Hello, Patricia Hall, watching from New Brunswick. Good to have you. Hey, Heron Song, 1977. All right. Nice to see more people popping into the stream. Lots of familiar names in the chat tonight. Still losing battery power though. Let me try and switch to the other port. Maybe that'll do a better job. H. Hancock and the Headhunters. Oh, if you say so. Hello, Boxman. Oh, H. Hancock. Herbie Hancock. Okay. For some reason, H. Hancock threw me off, even though I just mentioned Herbie Hancock right before that. Aduh. I don't think I've ever listened to a whole Herbie Hancock album, you know? Maybe I should try that. That's unnecessarily loud music coming from a vehicle. Hey, Sammy Woo, hello, hello. Yeah, we're just about at Yonge and St. Clair. So we're still in Midtown. Looks like construction is really ramping up here now. This will be the new tallest building in the Yonge and St. Clair area. All right, Heron Song. I might dig that. I'm not sure at Visit. We'll see how my battery holds out, because it's being kept alive now with my power bank. So if my power bank does its job, then we might make it all the way down there. We'll see how it goes. All right, Tom Bikes 416, have a good night. Cross here. St. Clair Avenue. Need a root beer powered phone, then my phone would never die. Given all the root beer that is in my life and flowing through my veins, I could just plug the phone into my ear or something or some other spot. My favorite brand of root beer. Well, I always kind of say it's a toss-up between Mug and Barks. Heading south on Yonge. It's Pleasant Boulevard. Pleasant Boulevard doesn't actually look that pleasant, you know? It's a bit stark looking, actually. I've seen much pleasanter looking streets. Even right around here. Hey Tyson, hello, how you doing? I don't know if I've ever tried Dad's root beer. That would make more sense. 50-story building proposed here. That would really stand out in this area. It would be towering over everything else. I've never tried root beer cookies. Is that actually a thing? That's sort of interesting. Root beer cookies. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that I think I would probably love those. Good evening, Life of Leela. Wanna be a superhero. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Porno for pyros. I'm actually rewatching Entourage, you know, Nancy. I haven't watched it since it originally aired. So I thought, hey, let's rewatch that show. And I'm enjoying watching it all over again. It's just a fun show, you know. It has sort of like a comforting factor to it, I find. So I'm on the last season now. I'm almost finished my rewatch of Entourage. It's all about Johnny Drama. I think he sort of steals the show, you know, and Ari, obviously, but I find myself entertained by Johnny Drama more than any other character. I think it was 8 seasons. You get enough Johnny Drama over on the Strides channel. Hey, Paranormal Witness Girl. How you doing? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while, or maybe I just didn't notice last time you were in the chat, but I certainly see you now. So welcome. Alright, we're heading towards all the tall buildings. Hello again, Crikey. And look at this, a 49-story building proposed here, where this old low-rise apartment building is. Are they going to preserve the old building? It's hard to tell. I don't think they are. It doesn't look like it. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I like this old apartment building here. Maybe they will preserve it. Maybe it just doesn't show in the rendering or the illustration very well. Hey Jay Smith, how you doing? Yeah, I tend to agree, Novokos. Are we far from Yorkville Village? Well, we're a fair bit north of there, but we are heading in that direction. This tall building straight ahead with the lights flashing on top, that's where Yorkville Village is. So we have a little distance to go. That's the Four Seasons Hotel. Hello, Limitless Thinker. Welcome to the live stream. It's Wiley's. That looks like a fun place. It's pretty packed in there too. That must be a popular spot here. Lunch, dinner, and late night. So they got it all covered there. Private party room available. They got something different going on every night here. Yeah, it definitely looks like a fun neighborhood spot. Looney Toony Convenience is closed. That's not very convenient. The Coyote family. Good to see he moved on from his old job. Found something a little bit more satisfying. Hello. I don't think his old job was really working well for him, right? There's the Bloor Yorkville skyline. It's a pretty clear night tonight. Like all the lights in the buildings are really popping tonight. There's like no mist or haze or anything. It's very crisp. Everything looks crisp. No more anvils. I'm doing well, Limitless Thinker. Here's another Mastermind Toys. This is the one I was talking about earlier. In a very well-to-do neighborhood here. $850 million for a lottery. Wow. You'll donate $1 million to all of our channels. That sounds awesome. Let's all send positive lottery winning vibes to Paranormal Witness Girl. That's a ridiculous amount of money to win in a lottery, right? Although I'm sure Uncle Sam will take a giant chunk of that. But that'll still leave you with an enormous amount of money. So what's the difference? Yeah, I'm well out of Strides Land now. Hey, the Ottawa Wanderer. How you doing? And Darren Sahedio, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, welcome to the chat. The James. You can tell this is going to be a really fancy upscale building. Residences of Rosedale. Yeah, they're really laying it on thick here with the fanciness, right? And it looks fancy too, the design. You can tell these expensive buildings when they don't cheap out on the materials during the construction process. They use expensive materials and there's no cost cutting usually. Maybe a little bit, but not like your typical condo. Value engineering, which is a unfortunate thing that happens to a lot of buildings that don't live up to their original rendering. I'm sure that's part of the appeal to future residences of that building. We're right next to the big fancy LCBO store. Maroof, yeah, there's some major tall buildings that are going to be going up around Pickering Town Center. It's going to have quite the skyline. That's happening all around the Greater Toronto area. All these places are starting to get legit skyscrapers in formerly suburban areas where usually the tallest building was like a 20 or 25 story slab apartment building from the 1960s or 70s. Now they're getting these 50 plus story condos. Hey, welcome back, Abe. Downtown Brampton is also starting to get some very tall buildings proposed and under construction. Of course, Vaughan already has a whole skyline now of tall buildings. And Mississauga has had for years, so that's nothing new to Mississauga. Hey, Lighthouse, have a good night. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Get some good Z's for sure. And Lighthouse was the name of a cool band from Toronto, you know. In the early 70s, they had some hits. They were sort of like Canada's version of the band Chicago, I guess. They had a lot of horns and things like that.
Everything that the people say it is. No, I don't. Sorry.
Hey, Jay Warren. I don't know, it's just a nice chill Wednesday evening. Just perfect conditions to walk around. I'm not sure, Marge, was it? Maybe it was. I've only known them as Lighthouse. We're just walking through the Rosedale section here along Yonge Street. If you go up there's the big old money area with all the mansions where Geddy Lee lives. Hummer sing a tune. Well, I've done that a bunch of times already. The Ottawa Wanderer. Maybe I'll do it again. They're kind of nice buildings. Kind of blank though on the Yonge Street facing side, but still pretty nice. Got a fancy clothing store. Yep, Rosedale Station is just right over here. And the Paris Grocery. Yeah, tiny windows fronting onto Yonge Street, but it has bigger windows on the side. There's the moon again. It's not hiding tonight. Okay, we're getting closer to downtown. Fascination Human League, yeah, that's a song they did. It's a good song. It's probably my second favorite Human League song after Don't You Want Me, Baby? Hey Estelle, welcome. Glad you could make it. I'm doing great. Estelle, how are you? We're just about to come into downtown. We started up north of Yonge and Lawrence. Oh, neat. You can see a train through here. I never noticed that before. Hello, Mark D. Hello, George Howard. Let's check my battery. Okay, it's only lost 1% since I plugged it in. Ideally, it shouldn't be losing anything. It should actually be gaining power, but I'll settle for holding steady. All right, here's Davenport Road. The Masonic Temple. An awesome building, both inside and out. And Church Street begins here and winds its way around the bend and then heads south. Have a good night, Nancy Mattis. It was good to have you as usual, and thank you for the support earlier. That was very generous. I've been to Ripley's Aquarium. I thought it was awesome. I would go again. I did go twice actually, but the last time was over 5 years ago, but I would go again. Randy's Roti. Is this the same Randy that had the place on Eglinton Avenue in Little Jamaica? Because that was considered one of the best restaurants in Little Jamaica. Hey, a Burrito Boy. Is this new? I don't remember there being a Burrito Boys here. They must be just opening, because obviously it's not open right now. So it looks like a future Burrito Boys is coming here. Their big location on Adelaide Street in the entertainment district is closing down, if it hasn't already, to make way for a new condo development. So I was thinking, oh, that's too bad. One fewer Burrito Boys downtown, but then now that one's opening, so I guess we're back up again. If you consider this downtown, which I do. So Yorkville is right over there. I have a video coming up with a bit of a burrito theme. Maybe Burrito Boys might make an appearance in that video. Yeah, the reference library, we're just passing it. So right here. I need a burrito restaurant to sponsor my channel. If only, right? Alright, here's Bloor-Yonge subway station. So we are all the way down at Yonge and Bloor now. Mark D, oh yeah, most likely. I don't know if I'll make another short for that, but I'll probably do it just because I want to. The Ottawa Wanderer, only in a few spots here and there. I've noticed the leaves are starting to turn. Mostly things are still pretty green here, but I think pretty soon it's gonna start to kick in. At Yonge and Bloor. Hey, well, thanks for saying so, Aaron. Unfortunately, my birth certificate would say otherwise. Is something going to go in this empty spot? Multiple use non-residential. Okay. What does that mean? Chick-fil-A. More natas, please. Downtown Yonge. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago when I did a stream down here, but oh well. I guess we're doing it again. It's always fun, I think, to walk down here though. Thank you, the Ottawa Wanderer. Hello. Not too busy tonight. It's not completely dead, but it's definitely not as busy as I've seen it on other evenings, weekday evenings. Alright, I'm glad you agree, Bill Chow. What's playing here at the CAA Theater? I think I heard that somewhere in Novalcost. I definitely heard that somewhere.
They were like dead.
The restaurants seem to be fairly busy. All these new restaurants that have been popping up along here. Maybe I'll cross to the other side. I think last time I streamed down here I was walking on this side, so let's at least go down the other side just to make it a little bit different. Looks like a tall building is coming to this corner here where Butter Chicken Roti is. 75 stories. Wow. I saw the renderings for that, like the nice proper renderings, and it's a beautiful building. The weather is very nice right now, Paranormal Witness Girl. It's just a nice mild evening with a nice breeze. What is going on in here? It's a shisha lounge. Here's Fat Bastard Burrito, competitor to Burrito Boys. I tried them, but I found that their small burrito is smaller than the Burrito Boys' small burrito, and it costs more. So I was like, no, I think I'll stick with the Burrito Boys. Sorry. Super chicken. Hey, thanks, Virginia. Glad to hear you're enjoying. Hey, the unknown commenter. You're pretty sure? What could give you that idea? Definitely lots of good Italian food. Okay, Whitney. I don't want to hear it, Whitney. Japanese puff and desserts. Puff? What is puff? Which is cooler, the cat or the dog? I'm gonna have to go with the cat. Like, cool cat is a saying for a reason, right? You don't ever hear cool dog, but you hear cool cat. I think Elton John is jealous of that cat's glasses. Marie says the dog is cooler. You're just a dog person. That cat definitely had a lock on cool. Another Puffs place. Oh, this is cannabis puffs. That I understand. I understand what a cannabis puff is. What about that other place that had puffs? That Japanese place. Must be a different kind of puff. Rice hot dogs. This place is hopping. Taiwanese innovative cuisine. Open till 11 tonight, but 12 on the weekends. Sorry, go ahead. Now I'm just kind of curious about all these restaurants that I've never really taken too much notice of. Tell that to Snoop. Right, Wellesley. Got a new skyscraper rising here. It's eventually going to be like 58 stories or something like that. Oh no, a Money Mart store closed down. You don't see that happen very often. What a shame. Maybe another neat restaurant will replace it, right? Esports, gaming, and mahjong. Hey, you can play mahjong here. I wonder if George Costanza's mom knows about this. Yeah, it's always so sad to see a Money Mart close down. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. There's a place to get donaires. Another shisha lounge here. Adult Mart, open 24 hours. This is still here. Wow. This place refuses to die. Booths are open. They have booths. Oh my goodness. What do you do in the booths? I know what you do in the booths, but I don't think anyone else needs to think about it. That's like one of the last holdouts on Yonge Street of that sort of thing. There used to be tons of places like that on Yonge Street. It was known for that, like in the 70s and into the 80s. But it's almost all gone now, all that sort of stuff. There's just a couple of strip clubs left. But all the adult-oriented stores have mostly all gone away. All the massage parlors. Hey, JD Fisher, hello. Oh, nothing right now, JD Fisher. So did this close down or is this opening up? Because it's all papered up here. Here's a dessert store. Jane Deere Dessert. So many restaurants all along here now. Japanese crepes. Would you like a pipe and a crepe? A bong and a blintz? Cigar and a flapjack? Hey, Andy Wood, how you doing? Typical Toronto food. That's always been a hard question to answer because Toronto tends to kind of have such a broad variety that no one thing stands out. It's not known for one thing in particular. But definitely Asian food, Indian food. There's Italian food, there's Little Italy, two Little Italies. There's a sandwich that Toronto likes to hype up as its signature dish. Hey Raz P, how you doing? Beef noodles. Toronto Film School. Yeah, what's Toronto sandwich name again? You get it in St. Lawrence Market, right? I've never had it because it's not a vegetarian-friendly sandwich. Yeah, Toronto has a sandwich. You get it in St. Lawrence Market and other places, obviously, but it's best known by its St. Lawrence Market location. That's it. P-meal. A P-meal bacon sandwich. That's it. So there you go. If you're ever in Toronto, go to St. Lawrence Market and get a P-meal bacon sandwich. Sorry. We're at Yonge and College, or Carleton. We're getting closer to the epicenter. That's why it's getting busier the further south we go. I'll be glad when this is done. This has been a construction area for several years now. Yeah, and it's another transit-related project, right, Tom? They certainly do seem to take an awfully long time. And all they're doing is making this subway station more accessible, but somehow that's taken years, years of construction. They're adding new elevators. Somehow it takes 3+ years to add some elevators to College Station. The downtown IKEA at the base of the Aura. I didn't catch it live, but I read afterwards, Pine Sol. And what a joke. That's all I have to say, right? What a joke. Somebody needs to be let go, replaced, whatever. Hey, have a good night at Visit. Yes, thank you very much. Here's the downtown IKEA store. Is it still open? No, I think it's closed. They're just cleaning right now. Yeah, a ridiculous amount, right? Right, Tom Bikes? Right, Yonge and Gerard.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Thanks. Alright, we're walking past one of the Muzak zones here. And my favorite Thai restaurant right here. Thai on Yonge. This is my go-to place for pad thai. It's close to where I live. And check out all the stuff in here. It's like a souvenir shop. This one is closed, but didn't E.T. hide in this place one time? Where are you, E.T.? I know you're in there somewhere. Here's Kanji Queen. I came here with Megan to try it out. It was good.
Oh, okay, so it's like a real cool. Yeah, yeah.
Probably the most awesome storefront, not really a store, but awesome signage of a downtown establishment, I would say. Hey, Vivian Johnson, have a good night. Thank you very much for holding down the fort with the other mods. Very much appreciated. I'll see you tomorrow evening in the premiere. The moon is high in the sky now. Yeah, sleep well, Vivian.
Like
This is not open yet, but opening soon. Fun Duck, that's hard to say. And a new place is opening here, Healthy Planet. This used to be Panera Bread. This has been empty for a few years now, so it's nice to see something going in there. Thanks to the Ottawa Wanderer. Wow, it's very quiet here on the southwest corner. There's almost always a crowd here, but I guess not this night. Just got the breakdancer guy. Looks like he's either packing up or just starting. Have a good night, Michael Stern. It was nice to have you in the chat tonight. But hey, no Muzak to contend with. Whitby dude, right? And I didn't even know if I would end up down here, but wouldn't you know it? Here I am once again. I wonder why the cops have this street blocked off here. Is it a film production? Looks like they're setting up for a film production, a movie or TV. What could it be? Hey, you're welcome, Estelle. Could it be a new season of The Boys? I'm just guessing, I don't know. Yonge Dundas Square. Yonge Dundas Square. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, perhaps? That would be cool. They did do that episode where they filmed right in Yonge Dundas Square, right? Where it was playing itself. It wasn't playing another city, it was playing Toronto. Toronto was Toronto in an episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. That's right. James T. Kirk was in Toronto. It's part of Star Trek canon now. And the bridge over Lake Ontario. How handy would that be, you know, if there really was a bridge over Lake Ontario? You could get to Niagara Falls and Buffalo in about like 40 minutes instead of an hour and a half. That would be pretty sweet. Alright, it's 10:25. I'm going for almost 3 hours. I'll just bring it up to a nice even 3 hours. Across the street. This has always been a cool shot, especially when there are streetcars going by. All right, now can I cross? Alright, now's my chance. Hey Jorge, how you doing? Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Limitless Thinker. I enjoyed it too. It was a nice walk tonight. So here's my neighborhood burrito boys. Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, I have a video coming up that is burrito themed, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, crikey, I'm still going. I figured I might as well take us up. I'm a YouTube streamer.
Oh, you're a YouTube
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the Ken Continuum is the channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you from Toronto?
Yeah, yeah. I just do walks around Toronto. I like tours, sort of the city.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
For $6.99?
That's one can nine.
Huh?
That's one can nine.
Oh, shit.
Two can nine is how many?
Have a good night, the Ottawa Wanderer. Thank you for watching the stream. Tom Bikes, they used to, but they've had a changeover of staff. So most of the newer people there don't know me now. There's, I think, one person from before who still works there, who still knows me. But she's never there whenever I go in. Or very rarely anyway.
Hold on, let's see when I get it from.
Yeah, I'm almost home. This is a relatively new restaurant here. And this one too replaced another restaurant. It was a Chinese restaurant before, and now it's a Japanese restaurant. I know, Whitby dude. You're preaching to the choir, man. But I can see we are approaching the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to start to wrap up the stream as I continue towards home. So thank you all for joining me tonight. It was a very enjoyable stream, walking from north of Yonge and Lawrence all the way back downtown, cutting through Mount Pleasant Village along the way. So I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. So thank you all for being so awesome tonight. And it was cool meeting Mark Davies on the street. And thank you to the mods for being the awesome mod squad that they are. And thank you all who supported the channel with a super chat, super sticker, or any PayPal donations. It's very, very much appreciated. It means a lot to me and helps the channel a lot, obviously. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit all the buttons. You know how it works. And of course I will continue, and I'll be premiering a video tomorrow evening on my channel. So I hope you all can catch that. So until next time. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. And I am just about home now. All right, later, everyone.